Close your eyes and try one.
That is the kinetic energy we are talking about. 66 million years ago,
hurtled through space toward a planet that had never known fear. This wasn't just a natural disaster, it was the ultimate cinematic catastrophe.
A story of how 160 million years of dominance ended in a single, devastating heartbeat.
this is the moment the king of the dinosaurs met its maker. This is not science fiction. This is science fact rendered as spectacle.
Before we begin the countdown, grab your best headphones.
North America is a paradise, a thriving mosaic of life, unlike anything we see today. Beneath the
Overhead, the sheer, crushing weight of Tyrannosaurus rex dominance holds the world in balance.
Their reign is absolute. But empires crumble, and sometimes...
Now, that certainty has a face, and it is hurtling toward us at nearly 45,000 miles per hour.
To the uncomprehending eye of the Triceratops, it was merely a bright star, perhaps a little too bright.
The atmosphere began to hum, an unnatural pressure building. The air was calm, yet
The clock has struck T-0.
Even if their retinas were composed of rock, at 45,000 miles per hour, the impactor does not just hit the Earth, it penetrates it.
In less time than it takes to snap your fingers, the 6-mile-wide asteroid plunged the...
This isn't merely an explosion. It is the instantaneous conversion of kinetic energy into heat and pressure that dwarfs
hotter than the surface of the sun. The limestone bedrock, rich in sulfur and water, turns instantly to superheated plasma,
piercing the atmosphere and shooting straight into the black void of space. The air itself is momentarily displaced by a vacuum of pure annihilation.
The formation of the entire 120-mile-wide Chicxulub crater was completed in a maximum of 10 minutes.
The seismic shock of the strike registers at a staggering magnitude 12, a force that ripples across. But this destruction arrived in two distinct, terrifying waves, moving faster than the brain could comprehend.
Wave 1, the thermal pulse. Traveling at the speed of light, the initial flash fire blanketed the surrounding air.
Within mere minutes, or perhaps seconds of the impact, the radiation spike was so intense that all
dinosaurs within a 1,000-mile radius weren't simply burned, they were instantly incinerated. Their skin, their flesh,
The immense heat, briefly hotter than a pottery kiln, reached out like a terrifying
a literal hyper-hurricane exceeding 1,000 miles per hour at the perimeter of the Yucatan.
Imagine an animal as powerful as a Triceratops, weighing up to 12 tons, being instantly lifted, broken, and tossed through the air like a child's toy.
Whole forests were flattened in the blink of an eye, turning towering trees into aerodynamic debris. Now, let's zoom in on the fate of that majestic female Triceratops we observed in Part 1.
As the thermal pulse hits her hide, she doesn't even have time to register pain. Her muscle tissue vaporizes.
Her bones are shattered by the pressure. Within a single minute, the dinosaur is gone, reduced to a ghostly silhouette on the scorched earth. This terrifying sequence confirms the awful truth. If you were close to ground zero, survival was impossible. The Earth simply opened up and erased you.
We now enter the main climax.
Across the entire planet, any exposed dry material, grass, leaves, pine monsters, the air temperature spikes dramatically, baking the landscape. Dinosaurs seeking refuge in shallow waters
And suffocated by the thick, poisonous clouds of carbon monoxide and soot. The majestic world of the ocean attacks back. While the skies rained fire, the Gulf of Mexico recoiled violently, launching a wave of water unlike anything since the oceans first formed. The mega tsunami was born.
Traveling across the ancient western interior seaway, this catastrophic wave reached staggering heights. Along the ancient coastline of Texas and Florida, the wave struck with the force of a concrete wall moving at hundreds of miles per hour, scouring the landscape of all life.
Pulling massive animals and debris miles inland before receding. Fossil records in places like North Dakota confirm aquatic life.
The raging inferno dies down, and the chaos settles into an eerie, chilling silence.
The temperature plummeted globally. Even in the tropics, temperatures likely dropped into freezing ranges. The immediate, most catastrophic consequence: photosynthesis stops. The engine of all surface life grinds to a halt. The food chain, which had sustained the dinosaurs for an epoch, collapses from the bottom up.
On land, the ferns and angiosperms wither. The great herbivorous dinosaurs, such as the hardy Edmontosaurus, their massive bodies, which demanded hundreds of pounds of foliage daily, the king of the dinosaurs, too specialized and too large. But even extinction is not the end of the story. After the longest night the planet had,
The nuclear winter broke, and with the return of the sun, photosynthesis slowly sputtered back to life.
this new world belonged not to the titans, but to the adaptable. While the great dinosaurs starved, small...
They survived by remaining hidden, eating anything and evolving fast. The impact was not...
The vast, terrifying destruction that ended the Cretaceous period. What we have witnessed.
If this simulation of ultimate destruction and rebirth left you in awe, please hit the like button and leave a comment below. To continue your journey through the deepest corners of time and science, be sure to subscribe.